When Makubex was still a baby, before his eyes were even open, he was abandoned here in the Limitless Fortress. The characters for Makube were marked out on the bag he was stuffed in, so his last name was the only thing we were ever able to figure out. Nobody knows his first name. Not even him, obviously. In time, those who were awed by his brilliant mind took the name Makube and added X, the variable expressing the unknown. They called him Makubex. He is the electronic brain of the Limitless Fortress. The unknown boy.
Hey, are you sure we're headed in the right direction here? Do you know where you're going?
If you don't trust me, feel free to go it alone. I won't get in your way, Snake for Brains. Though I find it hard to believe you'd be able to navigate the maze-like Limitless Fortress all by your lonesome. You'd get lost and get killed. End of story.
Say what?
If you don't want to lose your precious snakeskin, you better shut up and follow me.
Jeez, I don't get stuck with a guy like this.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
Hey.
What is it now, huh?
This Makubex bastard, what's he like anyway?
Kinji hasn't told you anything at all?
No.
Unlike me and Kazuki, who came from the outside, Kinji and Makubex both grew up here in the Limitless Fortress. The worst of all possible cities. I don't know if that's why, but they both had ways in which they were strangely cold. Like you couldn't begin to fathom what they were thinking.
But that stuff's all in the past, isn't it? I can't imagine Makubex being anything remotely like Genji is now. Well, guess I'll find out soon enough. Something tells me there'll be plenty for us to talk to him about if we want to find the ill and get out of here.
The ill, did you say? I get the distinct impression they're talking about my lens. But the name's got no taste, does it? Even so, it looks like Shido's gotten quite chatty. He must have finally found happiness in the outside world. I can't imagine the old Shido coming back here with a bunch of friends. Certainly not on a mission to take the lens back from me. Can you, Sakura? They have it good. People who have been given actual names, you know? I bet he gets called Shido all nice and warmly by his friends all the time, huh? Sakura. Oh, there's a nice name. Who gave it to you? Do you know?
Yes. I think it was probably my mother.
Huh.
Makubex, what's wrong?
I have the same dream. Over and over every night. Genji disappears. Then Shido and Kazuki leave. And him too. Everyone disappears. And I'm the only one left. That's when I always wake up.
Makubex.
Sometimes I can't help but think, rather than let that happen, maybe I should wipe us all out together. With that lens, I could turn everything white. Will you do it for me? I know it's got to be a painful mission for you.
I've been ready for this since the beginning. And besides, he's the one who betrayed us.
So he's a traitor, huh?
Is there something the matter with this painting?
Oh no, I accidentally turned my back on him!
The Last Supper. It's a reproduction of Da Vinci's famous church wall painting, isn't it?
Oh, is it? I'm not an art aficionado like Vaughn is, so I really couldn't say.
But you know about it, don't you, Genji?
Huh?
The 12 apostles surrounding Christ in the painting. They were impressed by Christ's teachings and chose to become his disciples. They were with him always. They were bound to him with ties that strong. And yet, one apostle decided to betray Christ.
One of the people you see painted here on this wall. That figure is supposed to represent Judas, the traitor.
Huh? The traitor.
Well, why don't we end our art appreciation class and hurry on our way? After all, we have to keep searching for our lost comrades, don't we?
Yeah, right.
Oh my, they just keep coming, one after another, it never ends. How you doing?
Please, you've got to listen to us, please! Spare us!
You guys started this fight with me, and now you're begging for mercy.
But we didn't know! We had no idea you were Threadmaster Kazuki!
Answer me. Where is Makabex?
Please, ask us something else. Anything. If we tell you where Makabex is, we're as good as dead!
Is that so? Well, the same thing goes for not telling me.
You and Akabani have a lot in common.
Here in the Limitless Fortress, showing mercy is like planting a knife in your own back.
Say, don't you think it's strange? Ever since we came here, we've done nothing but run into enemies. It's almost as though they're monitoring our every move, you know what I mean?
You're right. I've started to wonder. Maybe there's a traitor in our midst.
A traitor in our midst?
Yes. Someone on our current team. What if they were secretly spying on us, reporting our every movement back to Makabex?
No way. That'd be impossible.
Can you be so sure? How about now?
Kazuki!
At last. You finally gave me an opening, didn't you, my dear?
You? Then you must be...
Yes. I'm the traitor I was referring to. From the very beginning, I've been accompanying you on Makabex's orders, serving as your guide so I can lead you all to hell.
I don't believe you. I thought you were supposed to be one of the 4 kings of the vaults. How could you betray Genji Amino, your leader?
You're talking about ancient history. The one who rules the Limitless Fortress now is Makabex, and I am his faithful subordinate.
Damn you.
And now, by the order of the great Makabex, I'm going to make every last one of you disappear. After you? Yes, who shall be after you? I'll let you decide as a sort of last request. So, who shall I send into darkness after you?
Bon.
Bon? Bon Midao, did you say? I understand. I'll get close to him next, and prey on him with my terrible threads. So sleep with your mind at ease. Now goodbye, Lady Poison. The arrangement method of the Fuchuan school thread technique, I'm surprised. To think there was someone here in the Limitless Fortress who uses the same technique I do. Who are you? Me? Makabex's subordinate? That's a bad joke. There's only one person in this world that I've followed of my own free will. The Lightning Emperor, Genji Amino. That's all.
2 Threadmaster Kazukis? It can't be.
Apparently, when we split up during all the commotion caused by that poison smoke, this guy took my place and pretended to be me. Reveal yourself to us, then recognize the error of your ways, and never show your face in front of us again. If you refuse, I will judge you and punish you with death.
What in the world is going on?
That man over there is an imposter, Himiko. Can't you see? In the Fuchuan school thread technique I studied, there's a secret disguise technique known as the arrangement method. You use threads to manipulate the skin and muscles of the face to alter its appearance. That man is using this technique to disguise himself as me.
Just what you'd expect from one of the 4 kings. The skills of the successor of the Fuchuan school weren't exaggerated. You're every bit as astute as Makabek said. I am Kokenta Akame, a student of the esteemed Asso House of the West Fuchuan School, and a thread user like you.
How interesting. So that's your real face, then? Your looks are a perfect match for your dirty methods.
Just you wait. I'll rip that pretty face of yours to shreds. Careful. If you make one wrong move, I can't guarantee the safety of this woman here. Boys, take care of the lady. All right.
You coward, how dare you!
Now, stay like that and don't move a muscle. Threadmaster Kazuki, you may be the successor, but as long as I have a hostage, your hands are tied. In the end, craftiness is more important than skill with threads. As long as you win, that's all that matters. If you win, that is.
All right now, sweet little missy, come to daddy. Huh?
Huh? Hey, what happened? What the hell is this?
She's inside my threat barrier. If you snap even just one of them, they'll attack you without mercy.
You built a thread barrier. When?
Remind me again what'll happen if I make a wrong move?
Okay, all you guys, you grab that smart-mouth bastard, and you keep him from spinning any more threads. Hey! What are you doing? My orders come from Makubex. You want to defy Makubex?
We couldn't move if we wanted to, sir.
You what? Huh? Oh, thread restraints!
You're from the West Fushuan School, you said? Judging by your skills, you're halfway through your training at most. A novice like you couldn't possibly defeat me. Get out of here while you still can. If you do, I'll overlook your insults this one time only, seeing as how we both studied at the same school.
Oh, thank you, sir. I'll step down right now!
Those threads!
That's right, Threadmaster. They're a special product of the Limitless Fortress made from a zero-gravity alloy. Halfway is far enough for a simplistic school like a Fushuan. And now, Mr. Kazuki, the successor, let's see if you can use those flimsy little kodo strings to block threads strong enough to cleave iron in two. If I can defeat you, Makubex will shower me with honors. Then Makubex will use the lens to seize absolute power for the Limitless Fortress. And I'll seize power too!
Lens? Does he mean the ill? It can't be. No! If ill is the lens, then... Oh no.
I got you! I won! I beat Threadmaster Kazuki! Me! Cooking Takami! That's impossible. He captured my zero-gravity alloy threads using those little koto strings. It can't be! My threads! No!
The Fushuan School thread technique doesn't need alloyed threads. Didn't they teach you? Its ultimate technique lies in the very waves you play with your own fingers. The waves are conveyed through the threads. Sometimes they give the threads a strength like steel. And sometimes they tear flesh and crush bones.
Please spare me! Please spare me!
What a fearsome expert. I can't believe the Genji Amino I know has a man like this serving beneath him. The Lightning Emperor, Genji Amino. What is he?
Spare me! I was ordered by Makubex. I swear I had to do it!
Fool. Those threads won't uncoil for 7 days, no matter what you do. So hang there a while and repent for what you've done. I'm sorry, Miss Himiko. It's my fault this happened to you.
Well, I have to admit I was caught off guard. But I guess in a place like this, anything can happen.
Anyway, we'd better hurry up and get going. We've really got to find out where the others are, and I'm a little worried about something. Miss Himiko, what are you doing?
I'm not doing anything! My body moved without me telling it to!
It's a wire cord!
Good old Threadmaster Kazuki. He catches on quick, doesn't he?
Catches onto what?
This guy. An interface cable. Ultra high speed and made right here in the Limitless Fortress. It's a top quality product made from zero-gravity alloy. Simultaneously flexible and elastic and unable to be cut by ordinary means. It's commonly known as a gigawire. By connecting these cables to a human being, you can directly access their neurons and motor cortex and control their body's functions from the privacy of your own computer. I developed the technology for the whole thing myself. I like to call it the wire doll system.
She's fast.
What's happening to me? My body's going crazy!
Commands are being sent to Himiko's body through that wire. It must connect all the way back to Makubex's mother system.
Bingo! Kazuki does it again. His instincts are good, but my calculations are nothing short of perfect. And now, Flying Needles Jubei, it's almost time for you to step in.
Damn it, I can't stop myself!
It's like she's a different person. Is there inhuman speed caused by Makubex too?
We've got to do something! We can't hold out forever!
If I cut that wire, thread barrier! Right now!
Fighting is useless. The outcome has already been decided. Game over.
Flying needles? Is that you, Jubei?
You're as talented as ever, Kazuki.
How could you do it, Jubei? How could you do it? How could you join Makubex?
That's just the way it is. I won't let you escape. Ending his own life rather than being killed by me. That's just like him.
Thank you for your work, Jubei.
You make Akame your decoy, then you plant a wire on the girl and make her attack Kazuki. I aim for that opening, and come up from behind. Things have gone exactly according to your plan, Makobex.
Do you feel cheated? As Flying Needle's Jubei, I mean?
I knew I would win even if we fought each other properly. With my own hands,
Jubei, all you have to do is obey my thoughts.
I know that.
Please bring the girl back with you.
Why did you come back, Kazuki?
You've been playing around too long, Makobex. If the alternative is to send small-timers like Hori and the Magame brothers and Akame, why not just send us out in the first place? We'll mop the floor
I wouldn't underestimate these intruders if I were you.
What?
You guys have no idea. Take Genji Amino, for instance. He and the other Volts members haven't begun to reveal their true power yet. And then there's Dr. Jackal. You haven't seen even a tenth of his destructive ability. And the most dangerous element of all is the Jagon Man. Bon Midao. Right now, the assembly of the lens is proceeding steadily, but we've got to prevent them from recovering it at all costs. And for that purpose, I'd like a little more data to help me make a perfect calculation. And to help you guys when the time finally comes for you to step up to the plate. All right?
I see. Then perhaps this was the right thing to do, don't you think? It's the negotiator. I caught her at the entrance to the south block.
What an interesting wrinkle. I suppose she might prove useful for something. So, shall we move on to the next stage? This next part of the show should be a bit of a spectacle.
Okay. That ought to do it. If we leave a trail of these little notes, it'll lead the others to us faster, and it'll tell us where we've been.
Genji, there's something I've been wondering about for a while now.
Yeah?
You wouldn't by any chance happen to be lost, would you, my friend?
Of course not. I grew up in this fortress, remember? It's practically my own backyard. Oh, he's on to me. What do I do? Bon, this is bad. If you don't find me in fast, there's no telling what might happen. What is it? If there's something on my face, just tell me!
You mean you haven't noticed yet?
Huh? Hmm?
Something is here. It's here.
今はまだ紐解けない胸の奥のガラス細工信じてるあなただけを感じてるリフレイ歩き慣れた駅までの道のりも枯れずに枯れずに
In the next episode of Getbackers, the fires of the past come back to haunt us at the present. Genji is enraged by an image of his childhood, and it's up to Akabane to do battle with the illusions that come rushing out. Kazuki needs to be rescued, but we're too busy fighting an old enemy to find him and help. Can a mysterious young woman heal the Threadmaster's wounds? Find out in the next episode of Getbackers.